Hi, good morning. Welcome everybody to SFSCon. And yeah, today we see something of my experience about software development and AI. Maybe some words about me to better understand. Also, I am a long-time developer from about more than 20 years. And when I am started, the software development was quite different. So at the time, it was case you should even count bytes and bits that fit in memory, in CPU, and so on. And really was a very different world. But I was always curious to stay up to date, and so today I will speak about what is software development now, sometimes compare with the, what was in the previous years. As I think all we agree is at the time, the situation is that AI, artificial intelligence, is used in software development every day. This is changing in the last 3-5 years. And even the code written, the project are written even with a part of the code written by the AI. Maybe we can make a quick check. Are you all software developer? Can you? Okay. Maybe are you all using AI in software development? Okay, so not all convinced, still convinced, okay. Good. So let's see what will be the future in the next slide. My feeling is that the AI can support in software development, but this does not mean that human is not more required or the job will be easier. Simply, I think it will change. For sure, coding can be easier, will be faster, but maybe new responsibility or activity will be managed by software developer. Okay, and now check a little about the risk and the opportunity, even with my experience and from category of developer. And the first I want to discuss is about the junior developer. As the junior developer today are different as the junior developer at the time. And I see the main difference is at the time, the junior developer learn doing many maybe easy tasks or spending, like me, many hours to find a bug, simply. Say, has no tool that assists in this case. And today is different. Today, if we have a problem, or a junior developer has a problem, we can maybe have support of colleague, of course, but even from AI can have some hint how to fix it. But spending not so much time on fixing a bug or find a bug, I think it can be sometimes dangerous because spending hours to find a bug give you the mindset to how can I maybe next time do it faster. For example, I don't know, I use a divide and conquer strategy. So first understand is backend or front end that has a problem and so on. And so what I think is the benefits is not to try to copy what the AI suggests as is, like when we was at the school and we simply copy from the classmate, give me what is the result. But I think for a junior developer, the big opportunity is to use AI to learn as a tool that help you learn things. So if you have a problem, not maybe always say, please fix this, but how can I find the problem? Or I don't know if it's here or here. How can I better understand? So it is a big opportunity. Use AI for help as learning tool in the project. About senior developer, so this one with more experience like me, sometimes AI can help in productivity and coding because senior developer maybe has experience. Can reduce maybe the need for hour of development maybe by another developer. But I think the risk here is when we use or when we push to the limit this situation. So for example, if we want to make the team smaller because it's not more required for productivity, I think the risk is we lost the human interaction. So if there is a person that can, for example, develop all the software today without other person in the team, it can be a risk because having other person is even a moment in we can compare idea. Sometimes does not agree on something, and this can be, I think, even a precious resource in a project. So I think another hint will be, okay, use AI to maybe the team can be reduced, but not too much to not lose human interaction. Okay, so this is about the senior. Another things I see will maybe happen in the future is actually all the AI tools are trained on human data, on human project. So it was kind of a GitHub project or project that are open. But today, we are writing project with the help of the AI, and part of the code is written by AI itself. So in the future, what's happened when the AI should be trained and maybe there are situations where the code is mixed? So this, I think, will be an issue because the training quality will decrease. And so I don't know, but in the future maybe will be the code tagged like human code and AI code, something like this to make model work better. Another thing I have seen as a consultant is that many times AI help a lot in progress of the project, but pay attention that you have even always the control on the project, because I have seen many companies that with the help of AI go too far in respect of the knowledge they have, and then also we live in a real world, problems arrive, the data change, something change, and the code work anymore, and nobody know how to fix then the problem. The first things is try again with the AI, okay, have a new situation, but if the AI cannot help, you are stuck, so you are blocked, no? And again, for example, in my case, I am called to help to fix the problem. But typically, the problem was not a big bug, but the know-how was missing. When I teach, for example, to the team, okay, AI has made so because this is the technology works so, then can maybe fix even yourself. So pay attention and not move too far with the AI as your knowledge, because you are creating a gap that then will be difficult to fix. in similar situation, but even with some security issue. So, one example, you ask AI, okay, I should implement an authorization with login and so on. In one case, I have discovered that the AI has not met the security constraint. So, for example, the logged user was save clear text in a cookie. Okay, for a demo software is okay, but not in production. So, and maybe when the developer has written the prompt, has not say it's required to have a login that meets at least some requirements. So, as I said before, also pay attention even when you meet, so when you go too far or there is security consequence, pay a little attention to have the control of the situation. Another thing, even in the talk before, was spoken about is that typically the code generated might be verbose. And if you know, I don't know if you have already seen, but some plugin, sometimes when you will implement a to-do or something like this, will instruct the AI to please write the optimized version of the code. No, not simply write code, for the AI is not a problem, but even try to optimize, I mean, write less line of code as possible and not be too much verbose. Otherwise, the problem will be even too much the debug time, because more code, more time to debug code written by AI. Another thing I have seen even with some colleagues, now the artificial intelligence is so integrated in the tools that can even suggest real time. So you are writing something, and then you can, with the tab key, for example, complete the text and say, okay, complete. But pay attention, because human attention is precious. No? If you are in the flow, so if you have quite a clear idea how to implement this, sometimes the AI suggestions can be disturbing. So can you lose the concentration? So what I would suggest in this case, maybe when you are in the good mood or in the flow, you can even pause the AI suggestion, write yourself the code, and maybe later enable again and check even with the AI or compare with the AI if can be a good solution. Another trap I have seen is that somebody try to write the entire function, entire part of the code, all with prompts. So when the AI makes some mistake, then again write another prompt. No, pay attention, this is not right, please rewrite it, and so on. But the trap here can be that you are losing time prompting. Instead, maybe stop and write yourself or correct yourself the remaining part of the code. So AI can give you a good hint, but not insist too much because there are limits. Okay, so what will be the developer of the future? I think the better image is this one. Less writing code, but more as orchestration of components, instructing the AI about writing, but even review what this has written, and have the responsibility to make the software have the right quality and the right security. And so what we can take away, the human are the ground of the truth, focus on project, and be you must open to evolve to new role.